Hello everyone, I am Disha from Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering. This video is all about the operating system for IoT devices.
So the contents covered in this video are introduction to the operating system, examples of the operating system and IoT operating system and the parameters required for the IoT operating system and why do we need the separate operating system for the IoT devices and some of the important operating systems used for these IoT devices. Let us have a quick glance on the operating systems. The operating systems are the interface between the software and the computer hardware. We need this operating system because it helps an application to interact with the computer hardware even though the applications are not aware of the computer hardware configurations. The advantage of using this operating system is it makes an application user friendly and attractive, and this operating system improves the both software and the hardware of the computer. So some of the examples of the operating systems are Windows, which can be used in GUI based, that is graphical user interface based PCs. Then we have Linux, which is used in workstation print servers. Then Mac OS, which is constrained for an Apple PCs and workstation. And the Android, the Google's operating system is one of the most worldwide used operating system, mainly for smartphones, smart tablets, smart watches. Then we have Apple's iOS, which is used for iPhone, iPads. IoT operating systems are one which enables the user to perform the basic operations on the internet connected devices. So the use of this operating systems has been categorized into two major groups, that is end devices and gateways. End devices or nodes are often smaller in connectivity and capability as compared to the gateways. While these IoT operating systems are an evolution of embedded operating systems, and the IoT has its own constraints which needs to be addressed very properly. And a mixture of open source and the closed source operating system are also available in the market. Since IoT varies in application, connectivity, hardware, the market must have multiple OS rather than only couple of them. The parameters we must take care while selecting an operating system for the IoT devices are footprint. Since the IoT devices are constrained, the operating system must be of low memory and power, and the processing requirements must be good. Then next comes the scalability. The OS must be scalable for all type of devices, and this means that the developers and the integrators must be familiar with any one type of the operating system for both nodes and the gateways. The portability means the operating system is ported to the different hardware platforms and interfaces to the board support package in a standard way. The modularity says that the operating system must have the kernel core as a mandatory component, and all the other additional functionalities can be added to the operating system as an add-ons as required by the applications. Next comes the connectivity. So the operating system connects with the different protocols and must support all those protocols which has been connected, and example like ethernet, wi-fi, ble. Next is the security. OS has add-ons that brings connectivity and also the security to the devices by the way of secure boot, ssl supports, and more. And reliability. This is essential for the mission critical systems. Often devices are at remote locations and have to work to years without any failure. So, reliability also implies that operating systems should fulfill all the certifications for the certain applications. Why do we need a separate operating system for the IoT devices? So, the physical size of the IoT devices are becoming smaller day by day. Sometimes it must be variable also. So, these physical parameters are making more significant constraints for the hardware as well as the software. So, the IoT operating system is considered to be successful when it is embedded within an internet connected devices, run the software, process and store the data in the host IoT device without much risk factors. Some of the examples of the operating system for the IoT devices are Embed operating system, which is a free open source operating system widely recognized for its usage of an ARM processor and for offering a wide connectivity of array options that developers can play around with and including Wi-Fi and the Bluetooth. One of the major benefits that a developer enjoys with this embed OS is that it keeps their code clean and portable, as well as the ability to make a prototype of an IoT applications with the use of ARM Cortex M based devices. MicroPython is a very compact open source re-implementation of Python programming language with a focus of microcontrollers. An advantage of MicroPython is that it allows the developers to rapidly evolve from learning basics to implement the real project code. Embedded Linux is built for the embedded devices and it uses a slightly modified version of the Linux kernel. The smaller size and the power of the embedded Linux facilitates the integration of all the requirements of the IoT devices. So you will find that that's useful for navigational devices, tablets, wireless routers, and more. This is another free open source operating system that enjoys the support of a large community and mainly resources that contribute to its development. The operating system takes up a mere 100 kilobytes of memory space and making it quick and dynamic, and it also offers an unparalleled level of configuration in the IoT OS since. TinyOS is a component-based operating system and it's of open source operating system. This operating system enjoys a large support among the development community because how it optimizes the memory of the IoT devices and how the OS tends not to overload the IoT devices. One key advantage is transferability. The last one is Windows 10. It is a component of a Microsoft Windows 10 operating system and it is divided into two parts, that is Windows 10 IoT Core and the Windows 10 IoT Enterprise. The former one will support a very small embedded devices and the later one will support the heavy duty industrial applications and high grade reliability in mind. Thank you for watching this video. Please do like, share and subscribe.